When innocent citizens start committing nightmarish crimes across Metropolis and Gotham City, the Justice League suspects an otherworldly cause: magic. The race is on as Batman seeks the help of the one man who can stand up to the supernatural forces, John Constantine. Welcome everybody to another exciting episode, another edition of A Week in Geekdom here on YouTube. Finally! I am super late with this, but I don't care. I finally had the chance to watch the Justice League Dark original animated feature, and whatever you may call it. It's the Justice League Dark with Batman in it. Of course it's gonna be awesome. But yeah, I finally had the chance to watch it, and overall, I gotta say, right out of the gate, this is probably the best original animated movie since the whole DC animated movie universe began with Justice League War. It is that great, it is that good. Obviously, it's an original story, but it is adapting elements from the Justice League Dark New 52 series, which I am a huge fan of. I love the mystic arts. I love all these characters, these supernatural characters. Deadman, Constantine, Zatanna, Etrigan, Swamp Thing. Now, if you're not familiar with what the heck I'm talking about, basically the Justice League Dark is the answer to the Justice League's magical problems. See, not every hero can stand up to magical forces. Say Superman, he can't deal with magic. So characters like Shazam and Zatanna and others like them combat these emerging foes. Now, in the case of this movie, we have, unfortunately, the intrusion of Batman. If you love these characters, then you know he is a fish out of water. We really don't need Batman in this story, but from a technical and a business standpoint, I totally understand why he's there. You gotta understand, people, even if you hate it, Batman sells a lot of money. Just the fact that Batman is listed in this movie and shown front and center right there with everybody should give you an indication as to the strategy that Warner Brothers Animation is going for. Basically, all movies, all DC animated movies that don't have the Justice League or Batman in it haven't sold that well. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and blame people, but guys, you gotta support these movies. Otherwise, we're getting stuff like this, a cross promotion type movie thing where you got characters like Batman butting in. Now, thematically, it does make sense. Batman, of course, being a huge skeptic, he is the world's greatest detective. He wants to get down to the bottom of this as to why all these good people, mostly good people, are committing just horrible crimes across the world with no previous criminal record. Now, characters like Wonder Woman and Superman all point to magic being the cause. Batman doesn't believe in it, so of course he eventually enlists the aid of John Constantine. Now, myself, like many others, I am so thrilled to see Matt Ryan voice, or actually be, Constantine once again. We miss you, Matt. We miss Constantine. Hopefully we do get a live action movie, and I do want to talk about that at the end of the video. But as for the movie, it's pretty fun. It's rated R for gruesome images, and I wouldn't say necessarily gruesome, more like demonic imagery. There's not a whole lot of blood or stuff like that. I wouldn't recommend it for kiddies just in case, because it can get a little bit too dark. There is just mild levels of swearing from your hells and crap and all that, sons of you-know-who. So that type of language is used throughout the movie, which actually spices things up. This is actually pretty fun on some occasions with the character of Deadman. While he is a little bit of a comedic relief throughout the whole thing, he actually serves a purpose, so I enjoyed that. Same with characters like Zatanna, which I am a huge fan of Zatanna. That is one of my many DC crushes. There, I said it, no regrets. So yeah, if you like your mysticism, then this is right up your alley. Constantine, unfortunately, doesn't smoke throughout the movie, which bugged me. Not because I care, but because the movie is rated R. It's already rated R. You could have just animated the cigarette, which is such an iconic character trait for John Constantine. I don't know. I thought that was a little bit weird. This seemed like a PG-13 movie, except for the crabs and hells and the demonic imagery. I don't get it. It's like they wanted to make an R-rated movie, but the PG-13 crowd could see it. As usual with J. Olivia's directing, most of these movies are very, very action-packed heavy, and they are reminiscent of anime and just big bombastic fun, especially with this one, with all the effects of the runes and magical spells, lighting effects, and the sorcery. It looks visually appealing. It's eye candy, is what I'm trying to say, folks. Now the voice cast as well. The voice cast is really good. Everybody's on point with this movie, especially with characters like Swamp Thing, Etrigan, Zatanna, Constantine, as I said with Matt Ryan. I've gotten used to Jason O'Mara's Batman. For this animated movie universe, I think he fits. I like this style of Batman for what it is. Speaking of things that are awesome and dark, Swamp Thing is in this movie. He's not in it a whole lot, but man, when he shows up, you just get the goosebumps. Those nerd goosebumps, you know what I'm talking about? They hit the geek spot pretty damn well. And if you're a fan of all of these characters, like I said at the beginning, then you are going to love this movie. For it being an original concept, I thought they did a pretty damn good job. I don't know what you guys think. Let me know down below. And by the way, this movie is a tentpole. Basically, Hollywood, or I should say Warner Brothers, is measuring to see if this movie sells well and if it's a concept they can use for a live action adaptation. I don't know if you know this, but Doug Liman is helped to direct a Dark Universe adaptation of the Justice League Dark stuff, which was a script from Guillermo del Toro that he penned a few years ago. He stepped down, they were going to cancel the project, now it's back on. They asked Doug Liman to direct the potential Dark Universe live action movie. And guys, if stuff like this is any indication of what the Justice League Dark movie could look like, oh my god, just please support this movie. Don't download it illegally or none of that crap. Buy it, watch it, it is worth your time. And actually, even though it's just 76 minutes, which is usually the same amount for every DC original animated movie, this one felt longer for some reason. I don't know if it was the script or if it was the action, but all the scenes felt a little longer and more in depth, and I felt like I could get into that universe and spend some quality time on all these characters without feeling a sense of rushness and just, you know, let's get this over with because we're running out of time. And that's usually my main problem with these movies, is the running time. With this, however, completely fine. I loved it. It is amazing. I think you should check it out. Justice League Dark animated movie. Fantastic. Ever since the DC AUMU, I guess I should say, we've had some misfires. I was not a huge fan of some of those movies. I did not like the recent Batman movies. But overall, I loved this movie. It is fantastic and definitely a worthy adaptation of a comic book source. So yeah, guys, tell me what you think. Tell me your favorite scene down below. I know mine. It's all the Zatanna scenes. So thank you guys again for watching, liking, subscribing. You guys are amazing. As always, you can follow me on your favorite social media platform, from Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and more. Just type a Week in Geekdom and I'm there for you guys. All right, I gotta go. I got more stuff to read and review for you guys, and I will catch you on our next episode. Justice League Dark. The covers all look pretty damn awesome. But what the hell happened to my bae? Do people say bae anymore? I don't know. But she is awesome. What the hell happened, guys?